I've been here for about a week now and I'm still stuck on UK time, so it's really early in the morning, but that means there's plenty of time for me to show you all around Toronto. Hello Explorer, I'm starting the day in Nathan Phillips Square, which is home to the famous Toronto sign, and City Hall, which is right behind me, and it's adjacent to Old City Hall just over the road. The current City Hall was built in 1965, but really feels to me like kind of an 80s futuristic sci-fi film setting. I could totally imagine RoboCop having a shootout here. Currently on Yonge Street. This is the longest street in the world. It's about 35 miles, 56 kilometres, and it runs from the south where Lake Ontario is, right up north until it turns into a highway. We're not going to go all the way north, but we will go south. We'll look at Lake Ontario, I'll show you the ferry crossings, we'll have a little look around here. But I mean, Toronto really reminds me a little bit of Birmingham because you've got a real mix of old buildings and modern buildings, though you've got loads of huge glass skyscrapers. So I'm not sure how safe it'd be if there's an earthquake. I don't want all that glass falling on my head. We're not really going to go very east today, but that's where you've got the distillery district, you've got some cool markets. We're mostly going to be going west. We're going to check out the CN Tower, Graffiti Alley, and whatever else we come across. Let's have a little look around Yonge Street because there's just loads of cool shops and it just looks really exciting all around here. We've come to the end of Yonge Street to the Toronto Harbour, and right behind me is Lake Ontario, and just behind there on the horizon is the Toronto Islands. We've already been across to those and they're pretty accessible. You can either get the water taxis or the ferry. The ferry is the cheaper but a bit of a slower option, but it's such a nice ride, I'd really recommend it. And once you're over there, you've got lots of greenery, lots of beaches to check out, and one end is kind of the old town, and then roughly in the middle is the fairground, and then you can hop on a ferry and come all the way back. So definitely recommend it, lots of walking involved, and it's a whole day out. But we're off now to something a bit higher up and a bit more exciting. Just at the foot of the CN Tower there's a railway museum, a local brewery so you can get a nice drink, and also behind there's the aquarium. We didn't realise there was so much here, and there's also just a little park if you want to run around. So quite a nice spot for a day out. There's probably enough things just here that you could spend the entire day here, but we're here for one thing: heights and thrills. Time was about 20 minutes, cost about £25–30 to get in. We're now at the base of the tower on our way to the lifts. Some pretty amazing views up here. Took about 60 seconds to get out the lift, and you've got a full 360-degree view from here. You can see super far. You've got the Toronto Islands, you've got all the city, you can see all the greenery, and it's busy up here, but it's still quite easy to get in at the windows. It's about 1 o'clock, 1:30, and so there's lots of people around, but very easy to negotiate your way around and get up at the windows and get some good views. Although, I'm a bit disappointed because I did think there was meant to be a glass floor here, so it's not really as exciting as I expected. So it turns out there's a whole nother floor below, and I don't think it's as obvious because not many people are down here, so much easier to get in at the windows and peer out. And these windows are slanted, and there's some parts you can actually lean over and peer out, and there's a glass floor around here, so it's about to get really exciting. Definitely gives you a sense of vertigo. Feels quite safe though, but yeah, when you first step out, it's like, yikes. So that's pretty amazing, but let's get back down on the streets and see something totally different, something I'm very excited to see. So I've come to a place called Graffiti Alley from Birmingham, where we've got quite a big street art scene, so I'm really excited to see what's on offer here. Hopefully it's been worth a hike. Pleasingly, it's a really long alley, so there's no disappointment here. There's lots to see, really long strip. I was a bit worried that we'd hike all this way and it'd be like, I don't know, a couple of meters long, but it goes, I don't know, the whole length of the block. But the art's really good here, but it's not just confined to this alley. As you walk around Toronto, you see art all over the place, decorating sides of buildings, public art, street art, all sorts here, so it's always worth exploring. Toronto, great day out, amazing holiday, really kind, warm, generous, friendly people. The city, there's so much to see and do there, way more than I actually filmed. Went off and did all sorts of exciting things. Unfortunately though, I didn't film a lot of it because I did such a bad job of charging my camera batteries, but hopefully I will return to Toronto again next year. I plan to only go as a one-off, but I had such a good time, I want to go back next year, and I'd really love to go to TFCon Canada again because it's just so much fun. So Toronto, amazing. Click left to see TFCon, or click right in a couple of weeks when I'll be visiting Edgbaston Comic Con just in Birmingham. So see you soon, Explorers.